So you want to go plant-based in the new year and you tell yourself, I'm going to eat healthier. And that's absolutely wonderful. Now that you have decided that, whether it be to live a better lifestyle or to prevent any physical illness, I'm going to show you systems and habits that I implement into my day-to-day life to ensure that I follow through with that decision or set goal. Back in 2020, when I was diagnosed with SIBO, I searched through YouTube all types of meals and what to eat, and I searched Google endlessly to learn more. Ultimately, it came down to the practice of cooking. The best thing I could do for my health was to cook my meals and be in control of what I ate. But growing up, I had parents that worked long hours and we all relied on takeout to feed ourselves, so therefore I had no idea how to cook. Thankfully, I had some people who taught me how to cook, but the one thing that really saved me when no one was around are cookbooks. When I started off with a fiber-fueled book and did the 4-week meal plan, I found out that cookbooks gave such great guidance. It had the ingredients, instructions, and pictures. I used to use my phone, but I found that ad pop-ups and scrolling needed on the websites for recipes were a headache, so I mainly just rely on cookbooks now. So the first step is to get a good plant-based cookbook. There's plenty out there, but I look to focus on the fiber-fueled books since they are gut health based and the author is a gastro doctor. After you've decided on the book you want to use, it's time to get reading. The goal here is to try 6 recipes a week, but you can even try 3 if you're just starting out. Pick 1 to 2 meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All 3 new recipes you will try. This way, it's not that overwhelming and no produce goes to waste. When you get better and really committed, you can buy groceries for a week's worth. Next step is to get out a Google Doc or any Word document, and that's where the planning comes in. Write down B for breakfast, L for lunch, and D for dinner. If you have stomach issues and trying to resolve it with a plant-based lifestyle, it's best to write down a BLD for a week so you are very intentional and mindful what you eat and won't go eating anything random or easily accessible. The goal is to stay consistent as possible so that you will experience healing and be symptom-free. When typing out everything, you want to write the name of the meal as well as the page number. The page number is really important so it's quicker for you to look through your book. Print this bad boy out and paste it on your refrigerator. Now that you've planned your week, it's time to make the grocery list that consists of the ingredients of the recipes you've chosen. What I like to do is go into my iPad, write down the name of the recipes, and put the following ingredients of that recipe, so all my meals and recipes I made are all in one place. The format would be the vegetable, fruit, and then the amount. Or sometimes I just put the vegetable, fruit, or whatever seasoning that I need. For those of you who do not have an iPad, I'll just write it in a Google Doc of the recipe and then I will copy and paste it into Google Keep or sometimes in Google Calendar. Google Keep has a cool checklist feature that I use a lot, or you can make check boxes on Google Doc and print that out too. We have one more step before we actually get grocery shopping, and that's to do inventory. As you can see, I'm already checking the things off my list because I already know that I have these items. But don't be stepping outside without checking what you have already because we don't want multiple amounts of walnuts or produce, and we just want to avoid food waste. Let me talk quickly about my plant-based pantry. First starting, there are a lot of staple foods that came with the plant-based lifestyle, like seeds and grains. And since I live with my parents, there was no space to put these items. So this is my own corner of my pantry foods. On top, I store almond milk, pasta noodles, things of that sort. The mini fridge is to store my celery or any other produce that I have that I can't fit in the large fridge. This center part is where I put baking stuff like oat flour, and then right next to it is a combination of me and my sister's cookbooks. Majority of them are plant-based. This closet thingy that opens up is where I keep canned goods and bottled sauces. Canned goods like lentils, beans, and then sauces like tahini and tamari, and whatever other items I have in here, dry goods, more dry goods. Now the bottom drawer is where I keep my nuts, seeds, and powders. I have these Tupperware containers that I just label with mask tape. No need for fancy containers, although that would be really nice. But my parents actually got me this whole shelf thingy because I would literally have 2 big cardboard boxes full of seeds and nuts and so on. And I would use them consistently, and my parents just got tired of the box being there. So this was a huge upgrade and a game changer. It really separates what's not vegan and what's vegan. Okay, so now that inventory is done, now you can go grocery shopping. It should be simple. You have your list, you know what you have at home already, and you're feeling confident. I personally like to use this IKEA bag, and most of the time it fits everything. I just toss lemons, oranges, pineapples, And for some veggies, I'll put in a plastic bag, but I try not to, and sometimes I just put the veggies all together in one bag, and I'm pretty sure the cashier hates me for that. After that, you go home, restock your pantry items, give your veggies a good wash, and put everything away. If you haven't already, put your list on your fridge. Put your cookbook in a designated spot so when you're ready to eat, you just check your little menu and grab the book. This whole process takes about 2 to 3 hours, grocery shopping included. At first, it might take longer and be tedious, but you'll get better at it over time. It's best to spend Sunday doing all this so you're prepared for the week ahead. After trying to stick to the plant-based lifestyle and being fairly new at it, I think I finally found this system to really get me to be consistent. Although sometimes I don't make all the recipes I set out to do and just freestyle with whatever ingredients I didn't use, I always have this system to fall back when I need a good reset.